Hello, wonderful people. Happy fall. Welcome back to another episode of Busy Beader. My name is Caitlin, and today we are going to be doing a project that I'm just so excited about. We're going to be using a Kumihimo disc to make a fall stylized bracelet. I have a beautiful leaf and acorn charm that I am so excited to show you all. Got to pick some really fun colors for the silk string, for the braiding of our bracelet, and I think it's just going to be a total blast. Kumihimo is an ancient Japanese art of braiding cords together. Kumihimo itself actually means gathering threads, and it has been done for centuries. There are many different tools and types of discs that are used for traditional kumihimo. The one that we're going to be using today is a modern type that is great for beginners in the craft because it's a really simplified version, but you can still make really beautiful braids out of it. I got all of the tools that I'm using today, including my Kumihimo disc and all of the threads and our beautiful leaf charm, all from my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. They're my supplier for all of my crafting needs, and they can be your supplier too. So please be sure to check them out. Link to their website is in the description box below, as well as a link to my website where you can find exact links straight to the products that I used today. But I do encourage you to look around because they have a lot of really amazing products that you can use to get started on your own crafting journey. And this is your reminder to please like and subscribe, and that way you can come back and hang out with me every week. Let's get started. Step 1. The first thing that you're going to want to do is gather your supplies and your materials. We do need quite a few supplies and tools for this craft, so make sure to have everything that you need before you get started. So the tools that you're going to need are round nose pliers, just another set of pliers, doesn't really matter which, it's just for opening and closing jump rings, some scissors, and some clippers. You can use the clippers on the string, but sometimes they don't work very well, so I recommend grabbing some scissors. Then you're also going to need some E6000 fray lock or other jewelry safe knot glue. Then you're going to need some wire. I used some 26 gauge gold wire for this project. Then you're going to need your leaf charm. I'm just obsessed with this one with the little acorn. It's just so cute. Then you're going to need a clasp, a couple of jump rings, and then these end caps here. And then you're going to need your colored string. But the most important thing that you're going to need for this project is your Kumihimo disc. You can get this from my sponsor, and great thing about this disc set is that it also comes with a set of instructions, which are really nice, and I will be using these today. It's just kind of nice to have something to look to when you're like, wait, which step did I forget? But the nice thing about this spiral is that it really is, once you learn it, it's very repetitive and you guys will do just fine with it. Okay, so once you have all of your stuff together, let's get started. Step 2. To do here is we need to cut some thread. So you're going to cut way more than we probably need just because I like an overabundance of caution, and silk thread is, you know, you've got plenty of it, so it's okay to have a little bit too much maybe. So I'm going to go with about 2 feet. And you're just going to cut about 2 feet of your string. Whatever colors you choose is totally fine, but you need 4 strands of your silk string here. So once you have those cut, meet me back here. Okay, once you have 4 strands of your string, we are also going to need about between 4 and 6 inches strand of just any color, doesn't particularly matter. And you are going to double up your string like this. So make sure that all your ends are about even and it's been halved. And then you're going to tie this extra little piece of string here around where you halved it. So just go ahead and give that a double knot. Step 3. All right, once you have that done, you are going to put your strings through the center of your Kumihimo disc. So to set up the start of the disc, what you're going to do is look for these dots on your disc, and they have the cardinal directions on them as well. And what you're going to do is pick a color, and you're going to go on either side of each dot. So I'm putting orange up above here, and we're going to go brown to this side, and make sure to keep it tight as you go around. I'm going to take yellow over this direction, and then finally this kind of coral color down south. So when you have it all set up, then what you're gonna do is just pull tight on all of these until it is nice and tight and even here. All right, so once your disc looks like this, we are going to start by moving our strings. So you're going to start by taking your south left string here, this pink one, and we're gonna take it up and we're gonna go right here. And now we're gonna take our north right string and we're gonna take it here. Now we're gonna change the directionality of our disc and we're gonna put east to the top instead of north. And we're gonna do the exact same thing. So this west string here to the left is gonna go here, and then this right one is gonna come down here. And this is going to be the pattern that you use going forward. So you're going to, once you've done the switch of both, you're going to turn your disc, and now south is at the top, and you're going to take this bottom left one and put it up here, and then you're gonna take this top right one, and you're gonna put it right here at the 30-degree mark, and you're gonna turn and do it again. So this bottom left up here, top right down here, and turn. And make sure to keep it as tight as you can throughout, and remember that you can always just grab your strings and give them a little tug as you're going through. This is another one of those projects as well that is repetitive in nature, so once you get the hang of it, you'll just get going. I recommend, putting on some music or a TV show and just having a great time with it. Step 4. So now that you have your Kumihimo braid all done, we are going to finish. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and release your project from the disc. Go ahead and set the disc to the side. You don't need it anymore. All right, and now we are going to need a little section of wire. You don't need a ton of it. That's definitely more than plenty here, about 6 inches or so. And you're gonna need 2 of these wires, so you can cut both at the same time if you'd like, or you can cut the other in a minute. And what you're gonna do is take the end of your braid here, and you're gonna wiggle that wire through. It's like that. And then you're going to start twisting the wire around your braid, and you're just going to go as tightly as you can and make a little spiral around. And this part does not have to look good because we're going to put the cone over it. We're going to glue it and then put the cone over it. So really don't worry about how pretty or not this piece looks, because nobody's ever going to see it except for you as you're doing it. And when you feel like that is sufficient, you're just going to pull the wire back through one of the little loops. Doesn't matter too much. Before you clip the ends of the wire, you're going to leave yourself a little tail up top, and you'll see what that's for here in a little bit, but go ahead and leave that right there. And the next step is going to be to glue. All right, now while this end of your braid is drying with the glue here, we are going to work on the other side. So this side, you don't have to worry about quite as much because it's not at risk for unraveling, but you're going to do almost the exact same thing here. So you're going to take a little length of wire. You're going to wiggle your way through with the braid with your wire, and then you're going to start wrapping just like we did the other end. Then you're just going to go back up through one of your loops of wire. Doesn't really matter which. This is kind of a faux knot of sorts, and pull that back up and through. And just like on the other end, you're going to leave yourself a tail, but you're going to snip off this other end here. And then go ahead and put a little bit of glue on this end as well. We are finished with our glue now, so you can set that to the side. Go ahead and wait if you need to, if your glue isn't dry, but it looks like mine is. So we are going to snip these little ends here. And now we're going to take one of our caps, and you're going to pull that through with the wire. And and just give that a tug until it is covering everything up there. So you're going to bump it out, but we don't want to accidentally clip too much off of this wire since it can't really be undone. So what you're going to do is pull this back over this way with your fingers. We're going to kind of make our loop a little differently today, just because we don't want to accidentally make any mistakes. So there's our loop, and now that we know that we have a good amount, you can go back through and clip off that extra, and there we have our loop on one side. So now we are going to do that to the other side, and there we have our finished ends on our bracelet here. So now let's do some more fun stuff. Step 5. Going to add our charm. So now we're going to take our jump ring and open it up. Then we are going to put our charm on, and then we are going to slide it around our braid here, and then go ahead and close. And see how beautiful those colors just complement the charm so well. So pretty. All right, now we have to add our clasp. So we're going to do that the way that we always do with our jump rings here. And you're going to open up the jump ring and put it on one end here and close. And then you're going to open up this other jump ring to be the other end of your clasp. Open it up and close. You are all finished. And there you go. This craft is a little bit longer in time than it takes, but I think that it's really simple once you get the hang of the knot. You just kind of get going on it, and it turns out a really, really beautiful product of the time that you spend. And now you have a little piece of fall to carry with you all the time. I hope that you enjoyed getting to learn how to do Kumihimo braid with me today, and that you enjoyed getting to make this project and watch the process. Please be sure to like and subscribe. When you do that, it shows me that you're enjoying my content and you'd like to see more of it. And please be sure to check out my sponsor, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. They're the reason that all of this crafting fun is possible. I hope that you are having a wonderful autumn season, and I will see you in the next one.